Right now, the world is in an identity crisis. People are asking, who am I? What defines me? And instead of turning to the Creator for answers, culture is rewriting the definition of what it means to be human. Gender is fluid. Truth is subjective. Even artificial intelligence is being given personalities and identities. But what if I told you this isn't just a trend? It's a spiritual battle. Culture is redefining identity. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how this is happening, why it's dangerous, and what God says about it. Stay with me, because this is bigger than you think. Look around. Everywhere you turn, people are being told they can be anything they want, except what God made them to be. Identity used to be rooted in family, faith, and truth. Now it's shaped by personal feelings, social trends, and technology. The message is clear. You define yourself. But here's the problem. God created mankind in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. Male and female, He created them. Genesis 1:27. God already defined you. He created you in His image. When we reject His design, we don't find freedom, we find confusion. And confusion isn't from God. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace." So if our culture is drowning in identity crises, who's really behind it? This attack on identity isn't new. Satan's first move in the Garden of Eden was to make Eve question what God had already said. Genesis 3:1. Did God really say? That's the same question being whispered today. Did God really say you were made male or female? Did God really say you have a purpose? Did God really say you were fearfully and wonderfully made? Satan knows that if he can distort identity, he can destroy destiny. That's why this is more than a cultural trend. It's a war for your soul. But here's the good news. Culture doesn't define you. Trends don't define you. Your past, your trauma, your struggles, none of these define you. Only God does. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. The world says, reinvent yourself. God says, renew your mind. The world says, be whatever you feel like. God says, be who I created you to be. And here's the truth. Your identity is found in Christ alone. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. 2 Corinthians 5:17. That means you are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are not a random collection of feelings and impulses. You are God's child, handcrafted for a purpose. And that's something culture can never change. Drop a comment below. What are some lies about identity that you see in today's culture? Let's talk about it. And if this message spoke to you, share it. Someone you know needs to hear this today. Remember, culture changes. God doesn't. Stay strong. Stay rooted. And I'll see you in the next one.